Good morning, my sweethearts. I was having a conversation yesterday with my sister about men. Oh, do we love to talk about them? You guys are my favorite. Like, you got, to be honest, this is the annoying thing. I don't hate men. Like, I really thoroughly enjoy you guys. Not in the, but you know what I mean. Like, you're nice. But then there are some of you, unfortunately, too many, that you think you're entitled to everything. You're fucking assholes, honestly. So anyway, this is for my girls out there. This is for my girls, okay? I just want you to know. This is already discussed. Do you mind? Where do I start? Fuck. I love it when my brain goes kaput. I am so caffeine and sleep deprived. I need a Red Bull. Yeah. So, I was just talking to my dad, actually. Ooh, should we go through here? I'm on the campus of Royal Holloway right now. Don't ask. I'll tell you about it. So, is this my vlog channel now? This should not be my vlog channel. Why am I walking on the road? This is just chaos. This is chaos. This is what happens when you wake me up early in the morning and give me no caffeine or no food. It was my fault that I had no food. And no caffeine is my fault because I don't have money. And because I don't have money, I can't buy any caffeine. Anyway, let's appreciate this campus right now. It's quite pretty. I came here for an open... I'm turning this into my vlog channel. This is not good. My vlog channel is my other channel. Okay, so, long story short, I'm going to the library. I have the Sconal access scheme thing. It allows you to access some, libraries to study and stuff. I was having this conversation with my dad about, kind of how to respond to men. And my dad are you going to get me copyrighted? Awful. Wait, what? That is some screechy. Do you hear that? What's going on there? Oh, I don't want to piss off my headphone users any more than I already have. Are we good? I think we're good. I was talking to my dad about how to respond to men, and we were just talking about a scenario thing, and he was saying it was basically in a scenario where a man was just asking loads of questions, and my dad was like, yeah, just say, why do you need to know, and something very I guess direct, masculine, somewhat defensive, right? And it makes sense as a response. It actually is an appropriate response to a man that's being creepily intrusive. And my dad was saying, just say that. And I said, Dad, you don't understand. What you're saying is perfectly valid, but as a woman, we have to be so careful how we respond. Not because we don't deserve to give the right response, which is just basically tell him where to stick it and fuck off, especially if people are being creepy. But it's so fucked up. We know this already for the most part, but as a woman, you have to be so careful how you respond to a man, especially a creepy, dangerous man, because when you respond oh, fuck off or something, you literally, to be honest, whatever you do as a woman, but you increase the chances of them acting out. If you hurt them, they could chuck acid at you, they could come and stalk you, they could do worse. It's all equally as bad if I'm not, but your safety would be threatened. And so I told my dad the way that I would respond, to a man that's asking too many questions and just getting a little too much. I just turn around playfully and say, oh, someone's very inquisitive today, or you're very curious, aren't you? So just keeping it playful and flirty and maybe a little mysterious, but not so immediately defensive. And it's so fucked up that we have to think like this, but it's just a quick reminder for any of my girls, women, it can happen to anybody, but especially to my young girls. I was talking to my sister. The reason my dad and I were talking about this because I was talking to my sister about something, and she was at work, and basically this stuff is unfolding like this, and I've spoken about it briefly in my New Year's resolution video in 2020 on my other channel, and I mentioned about how I wanted to get better at not just giving people information about me. And what I meant by that was I don't know if you feel this, but as a woman, it's so easy to feel you owe everybody a response. If somebody asks you, oh, where do you go to school, or whereabouts do you live, or what do you study, what do you want to do after, or even, and I don't mean those just questions in themselves, but in the context of, oh, I need caffeine. Okay, anyway. I don't know why, that reminds me of, you know, the mammoth from Ice Age? I don't know. Okay, so, it's so easy, like, when men, they can kind of corner you, and, like, you feel like you owe them a response, and you feel like you have to tell them stuff. You don't have to tell them shit. Like, especially if you're at your job and a man is like, it's not being flirty and friendly. No. There's a difference between that and creepy. And I don't mean the difference between a good-looking guy and an ugly guy, because I know that people might be like, oh, well, it's just because he's ugly. No. I mean straight up creepy. And the thing is, women can tell. Like, we can tell. You trust your fucking gut as a woman. I'm serious. Trust your fucking gut. It won't lie to you. Doesn't matter how much of a 10 he is, your gut will tell you if he's actually a negative 10, like a piece of shit, quite honestly. Okay, we often feel like we have to respond, we need to find a response, and we need to like learn how to keep dodging questions. Honey, if your situation allows it, you can shut down and ignore that person and pretend like they don't exist. Your job requires you to just do your job. It does not require you to, I don't know, keep being nice. And that's the issue. We're naturally nice, but that is what gets taken advantage of. Look at this. That's quite nice, isn't it? Nice. That's nice. I like that, the angle. I remember when I came here for my open day, they were like constructing it or something, or like redoing it, revamping it. But that was like back in 2017, 2018. She old now. Oh, this is so pretty. Look. That's nice. That's nice. Anyway, what else was there? Oh, yeah. Simple thing. I mean, I mentioned this in my like a STD checkup video. Men and like people, but especially men, they can get a little touchy-feely, right? And it's so, I don't mean like sometimes they won't even touch you in like sexual places, but the way that they touch you is sexual. You know what I mean? And in that situation, it's so easy to be like, oh, well, you know, because it wasn't in that place, it's fine, I guess. Honey, but it made you uncomfortable, right? It made you uncomfortable. And answer me this, what right do they have to touch your body? Even if they know you, it's not just like a friendly, playful touch, oh, thank you, like a quick tap on the shoulder, or like, you know, when like people just like, say like, you know, they come around, like around your, like even, I'm not saying that they should really, but like they come and say, oh, thank you so much, or they just, you know, on your upper back kind of, and oh, thank you so much for today. That's different to resting your hand on someone's waist, resting your hand on someone's hip, resting your hand, period. You don't fucking know that woman, and oh my god, it happens. I've had this happen as well, where like men will just think that they can touch you. Why? Am I doing that? Am I doing that to you? Am I doing that to anybody? Like, not even autistic people, but like anybody. Like, this is my personal space. And like, people might argue, and this is what the annoying shit is that in Eastern cultures or warmer cultures, people can just think, oh, well, you know, it's part of the culture, I guess, you know. No. Culturally, people might be warmer, but it doesn't give them an instant right to rest their hand in places, look at you in ways that just do not, no, you know, like, just do not, like, you still have the right to feel safe, regardless of, you know, what culture you're in, what what you're wearing. For me today, by the way, got my egg socks. But like, you have the right to feel safe. This is your body, your personal space. I said to my sister, because she had an issue with this, I'm gonna check with her before I upload this, because I don't want her to be upset about like me talking about this on here. But like, I said to her, I was like, even if I touched you, like on your shoulder, if like literally with it, obviously no bloody sexual intent, but like, even if I did something that made you feel uncomfortable, you have every right to turn around and say, Didi, I didn't like it when you rested your hand here, like I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, it's her body, like what right do I have? So similarly, if anybody, like especially a fucking stranger and an older man who's giving off creepy vibes touches you, you look him in the eye and you say, don't touch me, and you move on. You don't need to like get into a fight. Again, it's how you respond. Try if you can. I mean, it depends on the scenario as well. Like, basically, if you're at work, or if you have like a brother, like an older brother, or even someone that can defend you, that is about, let them know of the situation. Even like if you just have a team of girls or like women, just let people know. Like, hey, we've got a dodgeroo here, like, you know. But like, just look at me, you're not doing or saying anything wrong, and you're not being aggressive, but you're being assertive, and you're saying, don't touch me. Like, don't like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to that? You've laid the law down nice and clear. Don't touch me. You know, you could even ask them, why are you touching me? What are they gonna say? Really? I mean, go ahead. You guys can like put down below, put your scenarios down below as well, and like let me know what it's been like for you. But I just wanted to come here and share that, because I'm so sick and tired of women and girls. Oh my god, I was just telling my sister, like, when I first started my job and my like sort of, actually not my last place, I've had like 2 jobs since, but when I started that job I was like 17, 18, and I was so much in my light feminine, and it was, you know, I had like these, I had my makeup done, I had my rosy cheeks, and I was smiley all the time, and I was friendly with everybody regardless of how much of an asshole they were, man, female, whatever, right? Yeah, and I was like super kind, super nice, and like bend over backwards to please everybody. Yeah. Once I got disrespected enough and you know, creeped out enough, and I realized as well at one point I was responsible. I'm gonna get ants up my butt crack. That's not good. Hold on. I just don't want to go inside the library, or like I don't want to sit down on a bench where there's like where there are like a ton of people, and then like I'm just bothering them. Okay, so once I realized as well that I was responsible for a team of girls, like younger girls, like I got to the age of like 21, 22, and I realized like it is my like obviously these girls can somewhat take care of themselves, but like I innately just felt this sense of responsibility, like I need to make sure that they're okay. I mean equally, like they would make sure that like we'd take care of each other, but like I have younger girls on this team, you know, and I saw this sort of transition in myself where I like got into my dark feminine, and not in the case of like, not to be seductive or anything like that, literally just for them with the thing of like boundaries and like not feeling the need to just be nice all the time. That's the thing. And I'm so like, again, like I could make another video on how much work changed me as a person, that customer service job, and I'm so grateful for it because I know how to protect myself better now. And I just want to say, like, as a woman, you do not owe, like as Florence Given says, women don't owe you pretty. We really don't. Like, women, you don't owe men pretty, you don't owe them nice, you know. You owe yourself love, you owe yourself protection, you owe yourself a full, beautiful, safe life. So if that means you come across as a bitch, you come across as a bitch. I would rather have my life than, I don't know, break my back trying to please everybody. Like, break my back from bending over backwards trying to please everybody. Does that make sense? If I didn't say the backwards part, that sounds really weird. Keeping it PG over here. But yeah, that's literally it. I just wanted to come here and say that, like, you do not owe them nice. You do not have to keep that conversation going. Literally, oh, someone, like, you're very curious, they're like, sorry, I gotta go to work. And that's the thing as well, like, I saw it in myself, I saw it in my sister, I saw it in younger girls, where we keep apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry, we don't have this. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Why are you apologizing? Did you create the problem? Tell it how it is. Thank you so much for your consideration. If you really have to, if the scenario calls for it, then apologize. But then stop apologizing. You apologizing doesn't make the scenario any better. It just makes you seem pathetic and weak. Like, you don't need to keep apologizing. Like, for what? Like, a man could literally say the worst shit to us and we will still be the ones saying sorry. Like, for what? Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't respond to you nice enough. What? Just, if you want to be a bitch, be a fucking bitch. I don't mean like you have to be aggressive and you need to get it, like, start a fight. It's not about that. Like, you take care of your safety, but lay down the fucking law. That could literally mean that you just stop responding. You say, I'm gonna call my manager so you can speak with them instead, you know, or don't touch me, something, you know. Just, how do I explain it? You make the law. When it comes to your body, when it comes to your safety, you make the law. And that's the thing. When I was growing up, like, obviously my parents, they had conversations with us and everything. But I think it's not just in the family. It is like a cultural thing where we don't teach women to be confident in using their voice. You know, we think we're kind of like, we put ourselves in the position to be at the mercy of a man sometimes, intellectually, and I don't know, like we I guess we can be too trusting, or we know the danger, and yet we don't know how to. We're not given the tools to speak up. We're not taught that it's okay. We're taught to fear the consequence of that. And, you know, understandably, but it doesn't mean you should stop finding ways to speak up. So what, you're just meant to accept it? The disrespect, the feeling of, you know, never being sure as to whether or not you're gonna be okay walking back home. Like, are you serious? When you see that crap, when you sniff it out for the first time, you cut that shit right there. Don't let it carry on. Don't let it snowball. You might be in a situation where it's already snowballed. In that case, make sure people around you know. Make sure you're safe. Like, make sure you have friends. People need to know. If someone is a threat to you, if your gut is screaming at you that this person is unsafe, you cannot be the only one that knows. Do not be reckless with your life like that. You need to tell people. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your boss. Tell your co-workers. Be selective, obviously, because if it's like a thing of like, oh, people are gonna favor them and like, you know, believe them, and because it's fucked up. But like, make sure female colleagues, even women that you trust, that you know are gonna take your side and that are gonna help you. Like, it's fucked up out there. There is so much shit, but you need to do everything you can to make sure that you're safe. And safety is not just a physical thing. Like, it absolutely is a physical thing, but it's not just a physical thing. Sorry, I'm really good at tuning out sounds, but other people aren't, so I feel like I'm sorry if I've like totally ruined this. Sorry. Shut up. Yeah, it's also a matter of like intellectual safety. Like, why are you letting someone talk to you like that? Why are you letting someone make you feel like that? It's not just that, you know, it's one thing if a man tells me that I'm beautiful, like, I mean, also there's a way of saying it, like, even if it was a stranger, it was like a customer or something, and they just say, oh, you're really beautiful, like, there's a way of saying it. That's fine, like, thank you, that's sweet. But if it's like, we can tell, don't be dumb, don't ignore your intuition, seriously. If they're like looking you up and down and like really crossing the line, you know, like in you know what I mean, or they're like, their face sort of switches and they're kind of lingering, like they're looking and they're just, it's weird, you know, it's like, you need to trust yourself. And I need you to look at it like, it's so hard for us to do this sometimes, but pretend that they're not, because if you struggle to jump into that, like protecting yourself, think of somebody that you love. Think of a girl that you love. So it could be your sister. It could be your younger self. Yeah? It could be, I don't know, your cousin, your daughter. Like, think about someone talking to them like that and how you would want to protect them. You are entitled to the same protection. Okay? So that's it for today. I'm going to go. But I just wanted to come here and say that you don't owe men nice. You really fucking don't. Okay, so stop with a nice girl. I mean, not gonna say it's an act, but like, stop with that. You deserve better than that. You really do. You don't owe them answers. You don't owe them shit. You don't owe them a first date. You do not. Okay, your time and your energy and your smiles and your niceness is expensive, and it is something that needs to be earned. Okay, we can be polite, we can smile, we can be, you know, friendly, we can do our jobs, but anything beyond that, no. Not everyone gets to access that, and not everyone should. Just period in itself, and then also for your safety. Understood? Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go, and maybe I'll just eat. I'll eat real quick, and then I'm gonna go study. That's it. Bye, stinkies.